few little passenger safety tips and hints here from the State Railway of Thailand. These are mainly the things you should not do when you are using the State Railway as a passenger. For a start, don't lean out of the window. That is extremely foolhardy. Children, don't throw things at passengers, when you see a passing train. It's just bloody dangerous, apart from anything else, and annoying. And then, these guys here seem to think that the railway line is a great place to practice their shooting skills. No. If you do have water buffalo, please keep them under close supervision. Watch out for the Khmer Rouge, especially in the northeastern part of the country. Vendors of snacks. The railway line is not the place for you. Just use the roadside, please. Now, this guy here tried to get off the train early. The result has been very bloody for him, as you can see here. You don't want that to happen to you, so don't do it. I mean, look, his inamorata is very unhappy about the situation. Above all, don't sit on top of the railway car. You do that, and you see what happens. And look at these two idiots. They thought, we'll just climb on top and sit up there. They probably didn't pay their fare. The next thing they know, they're beaten to a pulp by the bridge girders. Don't use the railway line as your bed. There are other places where you can sleep, other places where you can have a nap. The railway line is not it. Now, this situation here, the guy, he's been playing around, showing off to his mate, and as a consequence, I think he's probably going to lose his leg. That is something to avoid. And if we move down here, we find a guy, I think he's trying to hitch a ride between two cars there. Whatever it is, he's going to come a copper. This gentleman thinks that it will be as easy as pie to dash across the railway line carrying a heavy suitcase as a train approaches. That's pretty clever. This geezer here has suffered the loss of his leg in attempting to get across the line as a train approaches very rapidly. Whether he lost his life also, we do not know. But look, it's for the train driver, it's quite disconcerting. These two young men thought that a railway bridge in Kanchanaburi was a proper place to have a meal. Well, they are about to be disabused of that notion. As you can see, the train is coming too fast for them to get out of the way, and they are about to lose their lives. This chap, my God, that must be extremely painful. As you can see, his foot is lodged in between two bits of metal there, I mean, that must be excruciatingly painful and also very bloody. And to make matters worse, the train is coming, so he's stuck in there. He's got all the pain of that, and the train is coming too fast. He's going to lose his life. These two whippersnappers are applying graffiti to a railway carriage. The graffiti are not filthy as they would be today. At least there's a little soldier there. The guy with the blue shirt, that's actually a gun he's doing. It's not what you think. And then there's a cowboy, skull and crossbones. It's all very wholesome. But anyway, don't do it. Don't see railway rolling stock as an opportunity to compose a graffito. Thanks very much. And finally, we see the consequence of trying to get your vehicle across the line too fast when a train is coming. Don't do it, just wait, okay? And then you'll keep your car and your life. Let's recapitulate. Do not lean out of the window. This guy did, and I don't think he's going to survive that. And his wife there is devastated by it. This little brat throwing stones or applying his slingshot at a passing train. Well, I mean, I would give him a thrashing if I were you, to punish him. And these two young men, I don't know what the hell they're doing. What are they shooting at? Are they shooting at an approaching train? I don't know. But whatever it is, this is quite illegal. And then this water buffalo has been killed. If you've got water buffalo, keep them under proper supervision. Not only are you going to lose one of your water buffaloes, but you're going to create an enormous amount of disruption to the railway system. And look, the policeman here is not at all happy about the situation. You'll probably find yourself in trouble with the law. You lose your water buffalo and you're in trouble with the law. So just don't do it. If you've got water buffalo, carefully wait until the train has passed. Don't try and get them across if you see a train approaching. Keep them under careful watch. And this, the policeman's arms are folded. He's not actually best pleased with the situation. He's wearing some sort of codpiece. I don't know what he's not delighted. And that could rather adversely affect your interests. I mean, you don't want to get into trouble with the police in Siam. Moving on now from the water buffalo, look at these chaps here. They appear to be Khmer Rouge, but they have come a cropper. I mean, look at the bloody results of their, I don't know what they're doing, playing in front of the train, or whether they were trying to blow up the train. I do not know. The Khmer Rouge are still in the bush, I understand, in the jungle. There are elements of the Khmer Rouge there. And obviously these people have come out of hiding. I don't know what they're trying to do. He's holding a box there. What is in that box, I do not know. Whether it's orders from Pol Pot or whatever. And this chap, is he dancing? A bloody dance of some kind, a communist dance of joy at the smashing of the capitalists. I do not know. Here we have a vendor of sweets using the railway line as a base of operations. Bad idea. Maybe he escaped that time, but he probably lost his life. This guy, well, look at his bloody leg. I mean, that is lurid. he has lost his. There'll be a lot of blood loss there, and his girlfriend there is pretty displeased. Look at that. I mean, is it his knee that is smashed off? I don't know, but there's a lot of blood there. A lot of blood indeed. These guys, I mean, what got into their heads? Why did they think they could climb on top of the carriage? And so they were probably fare dodgers. And, the next thing they know, they're smashing against a bridge. Look at that guy on the left. He's being flung off the train. And the other guy, well, he's about to have his entire back smashed. He'll never walk again. And this guy, what possessed him to think it was a good idea to have a nap on the actual railway line? I mean, aren't there enough places elsewhere to have a kip? As I explained earlier, this chap here was showing off to his friend how cool he was. Well, it's not very cool now because he's about to experience death. Or, I mean, well, he might survive it. I don't know, but at least his legs are going to be smashed. Look at the blood spurting everywhere. There's a very bloody scene. Don't show off, Don't be adolescent. And as for this guy, I don't know what he is playing at. Is he doing? Is it a sort of air guitar type of show? Is he also showing off to a friend out of the picture? This is possibly the most bloody of all the warnings. You try and cross. When a train is moving fast towards you, you think you can get away with it. The next thing you know, your leg has gone. And it's a bloody stump. I mean, look at that. I mean, that is absolutely shocking. So if I were you, I'd use the bridge if there is one. Or just wait for the goddamn train to get out of the way. Look, this idiot. He's got a heavy suitcase. He's dashing across the railway line. He thinks, I'm cool, I'm young, I can get across in time. The train's coming, so bloody what? He dashes across, well, the inevitable result of that is death. And these guys, as I say, they were trying to have lunch on the bridge at Kanchanaburi, and it will all turn to tears or worse. That guy can't get his leg out, you see. He's trying to get his leg out in time to get the hell out of the way of the train. I mean, how are they going to do that? They might just jump off. They might get out in time, but I doubt it. Don't risk it. This guy, well, it's just so awful. He's lost his foot. And he's in addition to the pain of that, he's thinking, oh shit, that train is approaching me at a rapid clip. Not only has he lost his foot, but it is very clear he is about to lose his life. So it just goes to show, you're best advised not to mess around on the railway line. Okay, just stay on the platform. Look, he puts his arm out to the train driver. Please stop. Well, the train driver hasn't got time to stop, mate. You're gone. You're history. You're dead, man. Oh, look at these little kids. I mean, they really annoy me, these whippersnappers. I mean, they should be in school. Here they are applying graffiti to a railway carriage. I mean, but at least these graffiti are fairly harmless. I mean, these days the graffiti are disgusting, obscene. There's nothing obscene there. I mean, it's all very wholesome. There's a soldier, a cowboy, a gun. It's fairly innocent, really, when you compare it with much of the graffiti of today. But all the same, they shouldn't be on the railway line. Where are their parents? Where are their schoolmasters? One wonders. It may be the school holidays. I do not know. Finally, this is an important thing. Somebody has got a pickup truck. He saw the train approaching, but he thought, I can get over just in time because I'm such a bloody good driver. Well, you see the result. Look at that. Everyone's gathered round. The guy's probably badly injured, or the driver's probably dead. Everyone's gathered round. The police are there. And this guy with the sunglasses, he's come to clear up. I don't know, he may be in charge of the local village or whatever. I don't know if that's his car, but that's a pretty flash car. He's come. And then in the top left-hand corner there, you can see the train driver and the police are there. That's the local policeman has turned up. What an absolute disaster. That's what happens. Look, the policeman is none too pleased with the situation. It's a bloody mess on his plate that he's got to clear up. And as I say, it just goes to show, don't try and get across the railway line. You might think you're a fast driver. You might think that you're a good driver. But you won't beat the train. The train will beat you. It'll beat you into your grave. So don't do it. Don't end up like that. You lose your car, you lose your legs, or probably you lose your life.